Hello students, welcome to Hari Chemistry. So today lecture we will discuss primary battery. Okay, so what is primary battery and example of primary batteries we will discuss, and also the advantages and disadvantages of a primary battery we will discuss. Okay, right. So first of all, what is primary battery? Okay, so generally the batteries are works on the principle of electrochemical cell. So means the chemical energy converts into electrical energy. Clear, right? So what is primary battery? So primary battery, how we can define? So primary battery, the electrode reaction cannot be reversed back by passing external energy is called as a primary battery. Means once the electrode reaction is over, the electrode reaction cannot be reversed back by passing electrical energy is called primary battery. Clear? So generally the primary batteries are non-rechargeable batteries. Primary batteries are non-rechargeable batteries. So that is very important. Primary batteries are non-rechargeable battery. Okay. So once the electrode reaction is over, once the electrode reaction is over, after the usage, so we can thrown back. Okay. So because here we cannot recharge again and again. So that is a primary battery. Okay. Right. So here in this primary battery, so we have example that is a dry cell battery or a Leclanche cell, right? So here the dry cell battery was invented and patented in the year of 1886 by a French scientist is named as Georges Leclanche. Okay, here so the Leclanche cell, or we can call it as dry cell, was invented by a French scientist or a French chemist. His name is Georges Leclanche in the year of 1886, right? So how it works and what is the construction of Leclanche cell we will discuss. Okay, right. So generally the primary batteries are non-rechargeable batteries. The output voltage of this primary battery, of this portable primary battery is 1.5 volt. So generally, so these primary batteries we can use as portable batteries, or we can use as wall clock batteries, or we can use as some toys batteries we can use. Okay, right. So generally here in this case, this is the diagram of a primary battery. Here you can say, so we have a graphite rod. So here this is a graphite rod, in between these a battery. Okay, right. So one by one we will discuss. So the outliner is a material we are using as a zinc metal. Okay, so the outline metal we are using, that is a zinc metal. Okay, right. So this zinc metal is acting as anode. Okay, so this zinc metal is acting as a anode, so means where the oxidation reaction is takes place, right? So the inner layer, so here you can say, so generally I have two batteries. So this is we can call it as a primary battery. Okay, so this label was so means some battery companies were labeled, and after this we are removing the label. So then here you can see this is the battery. Okay, so the covered, so this is the zinc metal. Okay, so this zinc metal is acts as a anode, and okay, so the above the inner metal you can see, after the zinc we have a inner layer. So this is a cardboard cover. Okay, so what is happened, so this inner material is not contact with the zinc metal. Okay, so this zinc layer is not contact with the inner material. So it in between, so these two materials are separated, means the inner material and the zinc metal was separated by a cardboard material, means like it acts as a membrane. Okay, right. So this is the inner cardboard cover. Okay, so after this here, so we are taking electrolyte. So here after the zinc layer we are taking electrolyte solution. Here we are taking electrolyte of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride paste. Okay, so here I will write here. So in primary battery means Leclanche cell, we are taking electrolyte as ammonium chloride plus zinc chloride paste. That is very important. Okay, right. So after this, here we have another tube, so which is filled with manganese dioxide, MnO2. So it is acts as a reducing agent. Here it is acts as a it means here where the reduction is going takes place. Okay, here it is acts as a polarizer. Okay, right. Here anode is here we are taking anode is acting as a zinc metal, so where oxidation takes place right here. So cathode is here graphite. Okay, so this is a block color rod will be there. So a block color rod will be there. So the block color rod is nothing but here it is a graphite rod. And so in this graphite rod, so is in the partial side of this graphite rod, so we are taking manganese dioxide. So generally it is in black color. I think it is visible to you. So that is block in color. Manganese dioxide is in block in color with +4 oxidation state, please remember, and also carbon paste. Okay, so MnO2 paste and carbon paste. Okay, right here. So the bottom is covered by brass capping, and so the above layer is also, so this is above layer, the top one. So this is cathode and the bottom one is anode. Clear? So here, so this is sealed. The above layer is, we can open from top side, not bottom side, so we can remove. So this is, the above layer is sealed with some pitch seal, so means some material we can use as a sealing material. Okay, right. So here, so we can connect when it is working or not working. So you can connect a wire, so from cathode and anode, so by you can connect with any bulb. So what will happen, the flow of electron takes place from anode to cathode. When these electrons are traveled from this bulb, then the bulb will be glow. So then we can assume the electrons are traveled from anode to cathode. Okay, right. So this is the construction of a primary cell. Clear, student, right? So the primary cell was invented and patented in the year of 1886 by a French chemist. His name is Georges Leclanche. Okay, right. So the output voltage of this battery is 1.5 voltage. The electrolyte we are taking in this battery is ammonium chloride and zinc chloride paste, and anode is acts as a zinc metal and cathode is acts as a graphite. Clear, right? So we will write the equation part. So where oxidation reaction takes place and where the reduction reaction takes place, we will discuss. Right. So first of all, we will write, we know very well at anode, so oxidation, anode at the rate oxidation. Anode at the rate oxidation, we know very well. So what will happen, the zinc undergoing oxidize, so means zinc it oxidize, it releases 2 electrons, so means zinc solid, it undergo oxidation, so it converts into Zn+2, it releases 2 electrons. Okay, so these electrons flows from external circuit. Okay, so these electrons are flows from anode to cathode through a battery, through a bulb. When the electrons are flows from here, then the bulb will be glow. So it reaches to cathode graphite, right? Okay, so this is anodic reaction. Okay, right. So this Zn+2 means the Zn+2 ions. Okay, it releases 2 electrons. The electrons are traveled in the external circuit. So these zinc Zn+2 ions enter into this electrolytic solution. So what will happen? The ammonium ions are moves towards the graphite rod. Okay, so here what will happen? The zinc Zn+2 ions enter into the So this enter into this electrolytic solution, then what will happen? The NH4 plus ions moves towards means here where the Zn is going to be oxidized, obviously the another material is going to be reduced. Here ammonium ion is going to be reduced, means ammonium chloride NH4 plus ions is going to be reduced at graphite track. Okay, so I'll write the overall cell reaction where anodic part. So these Zn plus 2 ions react with ammonium chloride. So 2 moles of ammonium chloride. So this Zn plus 2 react with ammonium chloride. So it converts into zinc chloride plus 2 NH4 plus ions. 2 NH4 plus ions. So these NH4 plus ions can reduce at graphite tract. Okay, right. So I'll finish the overall cell reaction. Here you can see the Zn plus 2 get cancelled. So the cell reaction Zns plus 2 NH4Cl gives rise to ZnCl2 plus 2 NH4 plus 2 electron. So this is the overall cell reaction takes place at anode, right? So next, so where the reduction takes place at cathode. Okay, so generally, so at the rate cathode, what type of reaction takes place? So that is a reduction reaction takes place. Clear, right? So these 2 moles of ammonium ion so can take 2 electrons which are coming from the zinc rod. So these 2 electrons are reduced at ammonium chloride. Okay, so it converts into 2 moles of ammonia gas plus 2 moles of ammonia gas, and it liberated hydrogen gas. Okay, right. So this ammonia molecule what will happen? So these ammonia molecules are react with zinc chloride. These ammonia molecules are react with zinc chloride. So where ammonia is acting as a very good ligand, so to form a complex compound, and it forms into Zn NH3 taken 4 Cl2. So here it is a complex compound. Here it is a complex compound. Here it is so tetraamine zinc 2 complex. Okay, so the NH3 part is over. So the released ammonia gas is react with a zinc chloride and it convert into a complex compound. This hydrogen gas react with manganese dioxide. Hydrogen gas react with manganese dioxide. So to convert into Mn2O3, manganese sesquioxide plus H2O liquid. Clear? So here the equation is not balanced, so we can multiply it with 2, or here so it forms, this is we can write as 2MnOOH. Okay, so generally here the formation of liquid is inside the battery. So that's why here when we touch the inner material, so it will be sticky with our hands. So means the liquid hydrogen will be liberated in that compound. Okay, right. So I'll write this overall reaction for this cathodic place. So that is here you can see 2NH4 plus 2MnO2, H2 gas will cancel, and 2NH4 plus 2NH4 plus 2 electrons gives rise to 2Mn2O3 plus H2O or 2MnOH we will write. Okay, right. So I'll write the overall cell reaction of these 2 reactions. So first I'll write the anodic reaction, that is Zn. So Zn plus 2NH4Cl gives rise to ZnCl2. Clear, student, right? So 2NH4 plus 2 electron. So this is anodic reaction. I'll write over here. So this is anodic reaction, right? I'll write the overall cell reaction. It takes place in cathode. I'll write here. So that is 2MnO2 plus 2NH4 plus 2 electrons gives rise to Mn2O3, student, Mn2O3 plus H2O liquid, or you can write so that is MnO OH. Here oxidation number is +3 in this case, student, right? So here in this case oxidation number is +4, right? So we will combine this overall cell reaction. So you can see NH4 plus NH4 plus get cancelled, 2 electron get cancelled. We will write the overall cell reaction, that is ZnS plus 2NH4Cl plus 2MnO2 gives rise to Mn2O3 plus H2O liquid, Mn2O3 plus H2O liquid plus ZnCl2. So in place of here we will write MnOOH plus ZnCl2. So this is the overall cell reaction takes place in primary battery. Clear, student, right? So this is anodic reaction and this is cathodic reaction, and the combining of these two reaction we will get the overall cell reaction. Okay, right? So please remember the equation. So the equation part is very important for NEET and IIT JAM mains and advanced level exams. Okay, clear, student? What is the disadvantage? So here the advantage means nothing but here it is lightweight and easy to compact, so to transport from one place to another place, and it is not a very cost effective. So that is advantage. But we have disadvantage also. The disadvantage of this primary battery, so that is here the main disadvantage is the validity or the durability of primary cell is very less. Means when we are using or not using, the durability of battery is very less. That is disadvantage of primary battery. One more disadvantage is that is the zinc metal is corroded in the presence of ammonium chloride. In the presence of ammonium chloride, the zinc metal is going to be corroded. So that is the disadvantage of primary battery. So therefore, in presence of ammonium chloride, so here it is acidic medium, so we are using alkaline, that is potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide. So in place of ammonium chloride, so we are replacing with sodium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. So that is modified Leclanche cell. So we can call it as alkaline battery. So we can call it as alkaline battery. So this alkaline battery, so increase the durability of the primary battery, and also it prevent the corrosive nature of zinc metal. So the next session, the next class, we will discuss what is alkaline battery. We will discuss, student, right? So if you like my video, student, so please subscribe my channel. Thank you.